Congress has accused the BJP government in Madhya Pradesh of spending over rupees 50 crore to block 27% OBC reservation. PCC chief Jeetu Patwari claimed the state hired private lawyers along with government ones to argue in court nearly 70 times in the High Court and 25 times in the Supreme Court. He said fees were paid just to stop the OBC community from getting their rightful share. CM Dr. Mohan Yadav hit back, saying Congress offered reservation without proper study, leading to years of litigation. BJP now plans to bring a factful bill in the assembly. The Congress has announced a full-fledged movement for OBC reservation in Madhya Pradesh. PCC chief Jeetu Patwari and LOP Umang Singhar alleged that BJP is playing with OBC rights and defying court rulings. They called the issue a murder of democracy and social justice. Congress said Rahul Gandhi will join the protest in Bundelkhand. The party plans to mobilize OBC communities across the state, holding demonstration from assembly to villages. With political stake rising, the battle for OBC quota is heating up and Congress is pushing hard to gain momentum ahead of elections. The Madhya Pradesh High Court has ordered a fresh hearing in a 25-year-old dispute over actor Saif Ali Khan's ancestral property in Bhopal. Justice Sanjay Dwivedi overturned a lower court's ruling and asked for a verdict within a year. The case relates to the estate of Nawab Hamidullah Khan, the last ruler of Bhopal. Claimants include Saif, Sharmila Tagore, Soha Ali Khan, Sabah Sultan and others. Two relatives, Yasir and Faiza Sultan, have also claimed their share. The case has deep historical roots and continues to draw public curiosity. Tension gripped Ward 50 in Bhopal after locals protested burning of national flag near a municipal office. Angry residents stormed the ward office demanding immediate action. A formal complaint was filed at Shahpura police station. Burning the tricolour is considered an act of sedition under Indian law. Authorities have yet to confirm who was behind the incident, but people said that such act will not be tolerated. Security has been tightened in the area as police begin investigation. Ashish Vishwakarma, son of a farmer from Badanpur village in Vidisha, has been selected for the prestigious Indian Information Service (IIS). The 26-year-old will join the Press Information Bureau at the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting in New Delhi. His success has become a source of pride for the region. Ashish's father, Prakash Narayan Vishwakarma, is a small farmer and the family's journey is one of struggle and hope. Ashish's selection shows how rural youth are making it big in top government services through sheer hard work and dedication. In the sensational Raja Raghuvanshi murder case in Indore, Congress councillor Rubina Iqbal made a fiery statement against accused Sonam. Rubina said Sonam didn't just kill her husband, she damaged Indore's image and hurt the sanctity of relationship. Demanding harsh punishment, she said Sonam should be flogged in public and then hanged. The brutal crime has already rocked public sentiments. Now political leaders are calling for extreme punishment. The case continues to gain attention, with people demanding justice and politicians making bold emotional statements to echo public outrage. A massive corruption case has come to light in Shahdol's education department. In two government schools, records show 24 litres of paint were used, yet 443 labourers and 215 masons were shown working on it. Total expensive 3.3 lakhs. Shockingly, the paint itself cost rupees 4,704. Documents reveal inflated bills and ghost workers. The bizarre numbers have sparked controversy and raised demand for an investigation. This paint scam is now being called one of the most absurd examples of petty-level corruption in school infrastructure project. Officials are yet to comment. Vikramotsav 2025, organized by the Maharaja Vikramaditya Research Foundation, has won the WOW Gold Award in Asia's official ceremony category. The award recognizes over 300 cultural programs held during the event. The festival was hosted in Mumbai's Geo World Convention Center, featuring music, dance, film screening, poetry and drone show with 1,000 drones. Culture advisor Shri Ram Tiwari created CM Dr. Mohan Yadav's vision for the honor. The festival has become a cultural brand for Madhya Pradesh, celebrated nationally and internationally for nearly 2 decades. Four young athletes from Narmadapuram district will represent Madhya Pradesh in the Junior National Rugby 7th Championship in Dehradun from July 8 to 13. Amit Malviya from Piparia is selected in the boys team while Shivangi Sarathe, Bharti Roy and Vaishali Kushwaha will play in the girls squad. Their selection followed strong performances in a training camp held in Devas. Coaches and senior players are helping them prepare. Local officials and sports enthusiasts have congratulated the athletes and hope they bring laurels to the state. With heavy rains lashing Madhya Pradesh, flood-like conditions are emerging. On Saturday, two gates of Johila Dam in Umaria were opened to release excess water. Each gate was lifted by 1 meter to control water levels. The dam supports the Sanjay Gandhi Thermal Power Station. Authorities say the step was necessary to prevent overflow. Meanwhile, many low-lying areas are on high alert. Rain continues across the region and the administration is closely monitoring the situation. Rescue and relief preparation have been activated across vulnerable districts. Heavy rainfall continues to disturb life across Madhya Pradesh. In Shivpuri and Shivpur, floodwaters have entered homes and submerged vehicles. In Benipura village, the Kuwari river overflowed into 20 homes, causing significant damage. A culvert collapse on State Highway 22 in Narsinghpur has blocked traffic, forcing people to cross with ropes. In Dindori, vehicles are stuck in mud along the Amarkantak Highway. In Shahdol, a house wall collapse killed an elderly couple. Authorities are on high alert as more rain are forecast. Relief operations are underway, but risks remain high.